Hey y'all, it's the Rebel Yankee Girl, and we're out of sweets, and my husband doesn't like it when we're out of sweets. So we're gonna make some cookie bars, and these are gonna be a peanut butter and chocolate cookie bar. And I'm gonna start by creaming together 2 sticks of butter. I like to use unsalted, but if that's all you've got, use what you've got. And this is room temperature butter. You want it to be softened, not melted. Now, I don't know about y'all, but I'm just going to tell you this. I like to save these butter wrappers. I fold them up and I put them in a baggie in my refrigerator. And then when I need to grease a pan, I just use the butter wrapper to do that with. Just saves a little money. I don't have to buy cooking spray so much. It doesn't take long to just cream this a little bit, but you're gonna take half a cup of granulated sugar and 1 cup of light brown sugar, and you're gonna add that to your butter, and you're gonna cream it together. You want it to get light and fluffy. I try to wipe it down at least once. Off the beater, kind of clean it up a little bit so that we can give it a little more time in there. You're wanting your sugar to get well combined. Try to get rid of some of the graininess in it. And then you're gonna add 2 large eggs. And I crack mine separately to start with, and then I don't have to worry about putting a bad egg in my mix. And again, you're gonna scrape the sides of your bowl down and the bottom, just so you can make sure that you're getting everything well combined. Now we're going to add a teaspoon of vanilla. Use whatever vanilla you like. I like homemade vanilla. I try to make some up every year. This year I'll probably have to make more than I normally make. Been baking a little more than I normally do. One more time, we're going to get in here and scrape this off. Because we're going to start adding our flour in here. Now I have 2 1/4 cups of all-purpose flour sifted together with half a teaspoon of salt and 1 teaspoon of baking soda. So that's what we've got in here. And now I'm going to add in this flour. We'll just add half at the time. And I'm not going to turn it up too high to start with because I don't want a face full of flour. Once that's kind of incorporated, you want to scrape it all down again. Especially the sides. You've got flour all up here on the side. Let's mix it on. Okay. And now we're going to put the other half of that all-purpose flour mixed with our salt and baking soda. Again, we're going to start it on low. Scrape the sides down again. A lot of scraping when you're baking. And it has a purpose. It's so that you don't have flour or sugar or something not mixed in well and end up having your baked goods not turn out the way you wanted them because it didn't mix correctly. Let that mix together for a little bit. Okay, now we're going to mix in our 1 cup of Nestle Toll House chocolate chips. That's the semi-sweet. And 1 1/4 cups of Reese's peanut butter chips. They're not the Reese's Pieces, Reese's peanut butter chips. Scrape my beater down. And you could make these into cookies if you'd rather make cookies. I'm doing bars because it's just simpler, less time consuming to do a pan of the cookie bars as opposed to making cookies. I'm going to give this one more little mix before we put them in the pan. Lift this up and scrape all this off of the beater. You don't want to leave anything on your beater if you don't have to. Of course, if you got little ones, sometimes we have little ones here and they like to lick that beater. I might leave a little extra on there sometimes, but not much. I'd rather it all be in the dessert that I'm making. And so now you're just going to kind of scrape this down some because you're going to put it all in a 9 by 13 greased pan. And I put parchment in mine. It's just easier to lift the bars out. And release the bowl. And then you're just going to spread this into your pan, into that 9 by 13 pan. You're going to mush it up into the corners. Try to hold your paper because it will slide around on you. It's got that grease underneath it. This is some thick batter. It's been a while since I had to work with something quite this thick. We're going to bake these at 350 degrees and then we'll be back to see what they look like. While I'm waiting on them to bake, I think I will lick my spoon. Oh yeah, that's going to be good. All right, it took exactly 30 minutes for these to get all brown and done. And I'm going to cut some up and see what they look like inside. Okay, we've got our yummy, delicious cookie bars. You can see that paper makes it really easy to pop them out of there. Y'all try this recipe. Tell me what you like in the comments. Let me know if there's any questions you have. Have a good day. Bye.